Pasteur proved that he was right by a very simple and clever experiment. He put some soup into some bottles and then he boiled it in order to destroy any germs that might already be in the soup. So, children, to prove what is the reality behind spontaneous generation, he made this invention, or he made this research. He proved that he was right by a very simple and clever experiment. He put some soup into some bottles. He took some bottles and he put some soup in that. And then he boiled it in order to destroy any germs that might already be present in the soup. So usually, some germs will be present in the soup. So he thought to boil it, and he boiled it to destroy it. To destroy it, he boiled that soup. After that, he heated and pulled out the neck of each bottle until it formed a long, narrow neck with a big bend in the middle. The soup remained there for a long time and it never went bad as it would have done if it had been standing in a bowl in the kitchen. So nothing happened to that because the soup was just in that bottle and it did not get any contact with the outside environment. That, said Pasteur, is because there are no parent germs in the soup. So, what did he say? He said that there are no parent germs now. So, that's why nothing has become to it. Nothing went wrong. And they cannot reach it because of the bend in the long tube. He made a long bend to that. A long neck was made. So, because of that, it did not get in touch with the outside world. So, he took one of the bottles and spilt a little of the soup down the tube so that it settled in the bend. Now he just took the bottle like this and he spilled little soup in the long narrow neck. What did settle there? The little amount of soup settled over there. The tube so that it settled in the bend. This soup went bad. Second time, the soup went bad. We often speak of dust traps, a place where a lot of dust gathers. So that is called as dust traps. Well, this bend in the tube was a dust trap. That bend was the dust trap. From there, the germs entered because the dust. In general term, we say it's a dust, which, as we now know, he came to know that it may carry germs with it. That those dust traps may carry germs with them and could get as far as the bend, but no farther, and it settled there and infected the soup. The germs settled in the bend, the wherever the soup was spilled. So there the germs settled and they entered the bottle, and the soup which was inside went wrong. So this was the experiment which was made by Louis Pasteur. In 10th paragraph, this is only one of many hundreds of experiments which Pasteur made to show how full the air is of dust particles and how germs may be carried by this dust. Here he came to know that these dust traps were the means to carry germs. These were making the soup and all the other materials wrong. Because of that, they were going wrong. He came to know that. One very useful experiment was made to show the difference between pure and stale air. Underline this. The invention or the experiment made by Louis Pasteur to show the difference between pure and stale air. How did he come to know? Pasteur again filled some bottles with soup. He took some more bottles. He filled them with soup. He took some into a little hotel bedroom where the air was hardly ever changed. He went into the hotel room. You know about the hotel rooms. Lots of germs will be there, right? So he went into the hotel room and he opened the bottle there where the air was hardly ever changed. The air was not changing over there and germs were present there. He opened the bottle there, broke their necks off so that the air could enter freely. The air entered the bottle when he broke the neck of it and again he sealed it. And after a few minutes, sealed them up again. So the first bottle which he took, he opened it. So he filled some soup in that. He opened the neck of it and he made the air to get inside. The air went inside. He sealed the bottle. Later, he took some bottles into a field nearby. He came out of the hotel bedroom. He came to the field. He opened some more bottles there. He filled some soup in that and he opened it. Again, he sealed it. And again, filled nearby and did the same with that. Yes, he did the same. He opened the bottle. He opened the neck of the bottle and again he sealed it. Finally, he opened some on the top of the mountain and then he went to the mountain, high top of a high mountain and again sealed them up. He did the same thing. He put some soup in the bottle. He opened he broke the neck of it and then made the air to get inside, sealed it. What was the result? Now you can guess. Can anybody guess? What would be the result? Darshan, which soup will be very perfect now? Hotel bedroom, field, or the top of the mountain? Which one is perfectly right? Darshan, Darshan, any others? Okay, Srisha, sorry, Sri Harsha, Sri Harsha.
Sir, am I audible?
Yes, yes, you are.
The soup which he carried to mountain,
Yeah, why it is?
that there will be no air pollution, and because of the cold weather, there will be less germs.
Exactly. And what about the field?
It
Will
went
it be
bad.
perfectly right?
No,
50-50? Sri Harsha has lost
it
the
went
network.
bad.
Yeah, continue.
Sir, it went bad.
Okay, and what about hotel bedroom?
It also went bad.
Okay, fine. Let us see the answer here. What was the result? When they were examined, the bottles opened in the hotel bedroom were full of soup which had gone completely moldy. The soup which was open in the hotel bedroom was completely moldy. It was totally wrong. It went bad. It went wrong. Then the bottles opened in the field were moldy. They were somewhat moldy. That's what I said. 50-50. Somewhat they were moldy. Not completely, somewhat. And the finally and the last one that is remain, but not quite so bad. Those opened on the mountain had no germs in them at all. Louis Pasteur, with this experiment, he tried to say more about pure and stale air. So that's why we visit the top of the mountains. To get the fresh air, we visit the top of the mountains, right? Just wait for a moment, children. I wanted to share the document, just a picture over here of the previous experiment. If possible, I'll share it now. No problem, children. I'll share that picture in the WhatsApp group. Okay. So in this class, the first experiment we have come to know about, that is spontaneous generation, and then the second experiment about the same, that is about the pure and stale air, right? I hope you have understood these two experiments. We shall continue in the next class. Thank you. See you again. If you have any doubts, WhatsApp me. Thank you.